This is how I manage school, work, and business all at the same time. So before we start, I just want to introduce myself real quick. My name is Julian. I help improve young men's lives in tiny ways in areas of business, fitness, relationships, and more. I also run a self-improvement store on the side where I sell plastics as estrogen-free products, from like glass containers to soap to cotton bath towels, all that stuff. If you're interested in something like that, link down in the description. And if you want more content like this, please subscribe. If you don't subscribe, I'm coming to your house. I'm joking. All right, I'm getting straight into it. I know your time is valuable, so I'm not gonna waste it. Before I start, I did make a take one on this before, but it came out like 20 minutes, and I was like, I could literally compress that down into like an 8-minute video. So that's what I'm trying to do. So first of all, I'm in high school still. I work a kind of 9 to 5. I work an office job, and my business model right now is kind of like a retail store online, kind of like Walmart but online. It's not really as big as Walmart, obviously, but it's like a retail store. It's just a bunch of natural stuff. Is a physical product business model, which is very traditional. It was kind of like the first business models ever. Anyways, I just want to give some context about that. So I'm a junior in high school. I have my schedule very particular. So since I am a junior, I do have more credits or more progress, or I know, because I know school systems are different around the country, the United States, and also around the world, obviously. So for my non-American people, I am 1 grade away from graduating. So it is this grade, the next grade, and then I graduate. At this point, I am closer to graduating, which I have more credits, more points, or whatever you want to call it, to graduating. How did I do that? With the classes I picked. Just to not make a long story short, I have easy classes. If you want to maximize your time outside of school to where you can put that time into business or your job, then I recommend getting easy classes. That way you don't have to put as much bandwidth into the classes. What kind of easy classes am I talking about? I'm talking about gym, you got weightlifting, you got swimming, whatever classes, like physical activity classes, those are a lot easier. And not only that, they double for your health as well. So if you're watching this video, most likely you are in the gym. So if you get a weightlifting class, you have extra gym time, and also you get school credit for that. It's a win-win for you, your business, and the school. Also with swimming as well. I'm in swimming class, so I'm just gonna explain to you how my schedule looks. I have first hour swimming, which means, I swim, which is really good for cardio. I can swim laps, really good for controlling my breathing, how I breathe and stuff. And also I get to take a shower. I'm fresh for the rest of the day. Next hour, I have a class called Apex. Is because I have to make up an extra credit that I didn't make up for last year. That class is easy. It's just a bunch of online classes. I just looked those up. My third hour school store, that is an easy class because I love business. It is also where you manage a school store, and you don't really even do anything in there. You just kind of like eat snacks all day, and you just kind of sit there. For my fourth hour is weightlifting, so obviously, as I said, it's literally just the gym. So obviously with school, you're still going to need your core classes, which is going to be English, your math, your science, and your history classes. If you cannot take those classes, don't take those classes, because that is going to be more mental bandwidth that you're going to have to contribute to those classes instead of your business. This applies obviously to people who are already kind of ahead. The school plan normally is 7 classes or 7 hours. So you're there from 7:30 till 3:30, which is all day almost, right? It takes a lot of your day. So with that, what you want to do is, if you can, get more classes that give you more bang for your buck. So get into classes that will give you extra credit, extra credit towards your graduation, or extra points for your graduation, or just give you benefits in general. So for example, I am in a class called work-based learning. That class gave me the job that I have, and the more hours I work in that job, I get more credits at school, meaning I can graduate a lot earlier. And also I get paid at that job, which maintains the business. So it's a win-win for everybody. If you can find classes like that have those kind of benefits, then I really recommend you getting into those classes, unless they require you to have a lot of work. So let's say, for example, a class gives you like an extra credit, an extra half credit per semester or something, but you have to do homework every single night. I wouldn't do it, because that is a lot more time that is going to be put into that class than you think, just for an extra math credit, maybe like a semester closer to graduation, when you've had to spend hours and hours and hours on doing homework that whole year, which those hours you could have put into your business. So take easy classes and get into classes that give you more bang for your buck. If you are like a freshman, if you're in lower grades or in middle school, still look for these classes. There are definitely classes that have to be in there. And if you can, there are college classes, if those are applicable to you where you are in school. I would recommend taking those if you do want to go to college. So if, for example, the classes that I have, there's PCC, which is public community college. The district pays for your tuition while you're in high school. So if you're out of high school, obviously you have to pay for your own tuition, but if you're in high school, they will let you go to college and they will cover all the expenses. And with those college classes, since they are higher level classes, you get extra credit for it. You get instead of half a math credit per semester, you get 1 whole math credit per semester, which means if you start your freshman or sophomore year, you could literally graduate your junior year or sophomore year. I don't think you can graduate your sophomore year, but yes, get classes that are easy, get into classes that give you more bang for your buck. That's what I do. Second, from my job. So as I was saying, get more classes that give you more bang for your buck. And this class got me a job, which gives me money, which I use to support the business, but which also gives me more credit than a normal class. So either way, if you don't have a certain class class that will give you a job or a certain class that will give you benefits for having a job, get a job that is very flexible with your schedule. It doesn't matter what job it is, just get a job that is very flexible with your hours, with like what time, like if you call off for a few days, it'll be okay. Obviously don't call off every single day because then you just won't make money and they'll probably fire you. But say, okay, I can only work from 2 to 5. I can only work a 3-hour shift. Is that fine? They'll be like, yeah, that's fine. That's completely fine. Work as many hours as you can. So for example, if you're going to do a business model just like mine, where it's a physical product, where I have to cover shipping fees, I have to actually buy the product, make memberships and all that stuff, I recommend you maximize as many hours in that job as you can. So that way you can invest all that money into the business. So for example, I have maximized as many hours in that job as I can. That is how I got this brand new camera. That is how I got this fantastic laptop, which I haven't showed you. I kind of want to show it off. Brand new laptop. It's a Lenovo. It's really beefy. Has 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage, and I got it for 250 bucks. And obviously I got that money from the job. Get a job that is flexible with your hours, and get a job that is easy as well. Don't get a job that's like construction and you're going to be physically tired every single day when you're at that job, like you're working like a fucking dog. Don't do that. I mean, if you want to do that, yes, they pay well, but is it really worth it? Because then you get home, you're tired, you don't have the energy to actually do the work, and then you just fucking fap, or you play video games, or you scroll on your phone for the rest of the day. So get a job that is flexible, that you can have enough energy to do your work. Most of the jobs, you're not going to have as much energy to work for your business, but still find a job that is easy and that is flexible for you. And with business, obviously you're watching this video to maximize as much time as you can to put in your business. And with this, as I was saying, if you have a business model that requires you to invest actual real paper money into the business, then I recommend maxing out the hours that you can work at the job. But if you have another business model which doesn't require as much money but requires more of your time into it, then I recommend not working as many hours in the job and having more free time, which you'll just put into your business, more business time. If you have a business model like SMMA, which is just like you don't invest as much money into it, you just need to have more time to put into it, like you need to make the ads, you need to run the ads, all that stuff, then yes, I recommend you don't put as many hours into your job and you put more hours into the business. Same thing goes with school. If you can limit as many hours as you are in school and maximize more hours that you have for your business, then I recommend doing that. That is why I said pick easier classes for less mental bandwidth, and also pick classes that give you more bang for your buck. That way later on in the future you will have more time to focus on business, just as I did. I took the more bang for your buck classes freshman and sophomore year, and now I'm chilling my junior year. I don't really have to take hard classes. The only class I really have to do work in is English, which I'm very grateful for. So that's what I'm saying. Before I say anything else, this is more on the extreme side of stuff. Yeah, I'm juggling high school, I'm juggling my job, I'm juggling the business I want to do coupled with YouTube and the normal online business, juggling the gym, and also just day-to-day life problems. I'm also dealing with more serious problems. I broke up with my girlfriend, my parents want to kick me out of the house, stuff like that happens, and it's a lot to juggle. I'm losing hair because of it. Obviously I don't like showing my bald spots, but just to show you, like, I'm not like lying or anything for the video. That is what I'm saying. If you can limit as much mental bandwidth in the other things that aren't as important, then you can put more bandwidth into business. I'm a big believer that school is like pretty much a fucking scam. They condition you, like, bro, they gave us chocolate donut for breakfast, they gave us juice that had like a bunch of added sugars in it, they gave us like an apple, obviously, because you have to be healthy. They give a fucking donut for breakfast. It was good. I tried it, it was good, but a donut for a chocolate donut for breakfast, like, come on. It's just social conditioning. It's conditioning your brain to just be a worker, conditioning your body to be fucking fat and obese and sick. They just give you garbage food and like plastic fucking wrappers and stuff. And speaking about plastic wrappers, if you're on my side of things, which is more extreme, where you're out of the house almost every single day, I recommend you get a laptop, and also that you meal prep as well. And don't put it in plastic containers, put it in glass containers. I sell glass containers on my website, so if you want to go check that out, link down in the description. But don't put it in fucking plastic containers, because all the plastic leach onto your fucking food. You get microplastics in your system. It's nasty. But that's also another tip I want to give you is laptop. Don't get a PC, get a beefy laptop if you can. Yes, they're pretty expensive. I got pretty lucky with mine. This is refurbished, so it has been used, but it's a pretty beefy laptop, 16 gigs of RAM. I can add more RAM onto it if I need to, because I use it for video editing sometimes. I need to manage the business online, on the go. I'm not in the house all the time, so that's why a laptop is very good for you if you are out of the house a lot of the time. Laptop if you're outside the house for a long time. Pick easy classes. Also get into classes that give you more bang for your buck. Get into a job that is very flexible with your schedule and that is not as tiring, that will still give you energy for when you leave to focus on business. And for business, maximize as many hours as you can, because this is what will get you financial freedom. This is how I manage my schedule and stuff. It is very complicated, believe me, but this is more on the extreme side of things. So if you just have high school and your business and your parents like take care of everything for you, your food, they give you an allowance and stuff, by all means, if you don't have to have a job, don't have a job. But if you have parents like mine that make you have a job and shit and make you pay for all your own shit, then yes, get a job, maximize as many hours as you can. Buy the plastic, like the extra allergen-free stuff that you need, because I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of garbage fucking soaps and just random ass shit out there. So I got Dr. Squash's really good stuff. Smells amazing too. It's a little more expensive. It's a little more on the expensive side. And that's why I maximize as many hours as I can into the business, so I could buy this not fucking life-threatening soap. I know it's pretty pricey, but it's worth it, believe me. All right, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you took something from it. You're welcome to rewatch the video. Obviously, take notes, whatever you need to do. This has worked for me. That is why I'm telling you this. I juggle a lot of things, which is more on the extreme side. So if you just have a job and business, like if you're older and not in school, fucking fantastic, bro. You have more time on business, literally. You can maximize as much hours as you can into your job to maintain the business. Like, I'm envy of you, bro, if you just have a job and the business, or if you just have high school and business and your parents take care of everything for you. As I said, we're on the extreme side. My parents, you know, they obviously give me a house and my room and stuff, but I still have to pay for all my hygiene stuff, all my clothes and stuff like that, and also maintain the business as well on the side. I have to graduate high school and stuff like that. So if you're not on the extreme side, don't really worry, but still use all this advice as much as you can. Anyways, I'll let you go. Jesus Christ, minutes already passed by, but all right, I gotta go make more videos and stuff. Gotta get to grinding. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and remember, never stop improving yourselves.